Hi everybody, welcome to the show, and we're at Burswood at the moment. What's the name of the sport?
It's either Burswood Superdome or Superdrome, but we're going to go way out on the limb and say it's the Superdome.
Let's say that one. It's the one that they're soon talking about trying to take away.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do something about that.
The Rip and Action Man and Wayne are here with me, and James is going to catch up with us a little later. We got some surfing music. We got the new Holden Sandman rocking behind us there. Later on, we hope to catch up with one of the design people who were involved with that. But as we always say, let's get the
balls and all rolling.
And thank you for joining us once again. And don't forget, we are repeated Saturday, so if you're watching it Saturday.
At what time?
You're the man who knows.
Oh, I'm going to go way out on the limb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 p.m.
4 o'clock. No, not 4 o'clock. Okay, enough of that.
Get them.
We got a lot of great stories happening for you. We hope to be showing you a bit about what's going on here and some of the different cars and all kinds of bits and pieces that's happening here.
We're going to see if we can widen that door a little bit. Maybe we can sneak a car out or something just for a joyride.
That's what I said. Someone asked if they could take my panel van that's behind me here, and I said there's a bit of a bump when you get it off the turnstile, but don't mind the people who are yelling and screaming as you go through the door.
Yeah, that's right. It's only a couple $100,000. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, so hope you enjoy it, and we're going to now take you to a story because we're involved with the motorsport here. Wayne, you went up and had a chat with a bunch of people up at Ellenbrook.
Sure did. Was excellent. John and a couple other people. We even had some people sitting out enjoying themselves, had a good posse to watch the motor racing, so check it out.
And this is the John that you kept calling Steve,
Yeah, it was that Steve. I don't know.
Steven,
we had Steve, John, you know. Well, he's a great guy.
So have a look at
Hello, we're at Ellenbrook Speedway, the home of great speed. And I'll tell you what, we've got the oldies and we've got the newies racing out here. Now we're going to get some names from these young superstars, and then they're going to tell us why they're down here. All right then, your name is?
Stephen Conti.
All right then.
Vinny Valentini. Adrian Herger. Jason Priolo. Travis Stagner.
All right, now I want everybody to look in the camera. Look at the camera. Now give them your happy look. Yeah, yeah, they're happy to be racing. Now, what is your job in this little crew, young man?
Oh, I'm just racing, and I got 2 or 3 pit crew to clean the car and fix it all up and whatever's got to be done.
All right then. And what are you doing out here, you young superstar?
Today I'm pit crew for Stephen Conti. Yeah, that's it.
Okay then, what are some of your duties?
Clean up, wash the car, tons of stuff. Yeah.
Tons of stuff. I like that. That's a busy young man. And
Adrian Herger. I'm the pit crew for Steven, and I wash the car and clean it.
So you wash the car and you clean it. That's good. And you have some nice gear. And your name is still?
Jason Priolo, and I'm Stephen Conti's pit crew. And my duties are to wash the car, fix it when he crashes it. Hopefully he doesn't.
Yes, that's right. He doesn't do much crashing, does he? And are you a young driver?
Yeah, I'm a young driver. I drive number 2.
Okay. And how long you been driving? Since you were an embryo, I would imagine.
Nah, I've just started this year.
Okay, you having fun?
Yep, it's real fun.
All right then. All right. Now, it's Sunday. You guys are getting ready for a race and what have you. Pit crew's happening. What do you guys do to get ready?
Get all my we get all our stuff ready before a race. Put tires on, tire presses, check motor, check spark plugs, and change tires. That's it.
All right then, so you guys are just little budding mechanics as well, huh? Now, if somebody, do you guys have any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Castor Racing, Mount Holcomb Wine Bin, Budget Forklifts, and that's about it.
Okay then. Now, do you want to say hello to anybody? Mom and Dad, Space Monster, anybody?
I say hello to my mom and my dad and my sister.
Okay, and?
Hello, Mom, Dad, and my sisters.
My mum, dad, and my brothers. My mum, dad, and all my sponsors.
Okay, then let's have everybody look in the camera one time, and we're gonna say balls and all on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Balls and all!
Thanks a lot, guys, and good luck today. Well, in the middle of hustle and bustle, we find time to see 2 lovely ladies out here having a little bit of grub. We're gonna get some names. And your name is?
Cheryl, Christy's mum, number 61.
Okay, then Cheryl
And Pam.
all right then, Pam. Now, why are you two lovely young ladies here?
Because my daughter races in Speedway. Christy, number 61.
Okay, so you're coming with the family support.
Every time Ellenbrook's on, and enjoy it, thoroughly enjoy it.
Excellent. Not like the roar of engines and stuff like that. And are you having a good time?
Always having a good time, yes.
Excellent. Now, do you want me to show you my tablecloth trick? Well, I just grab the tablecloth and all the food stays there. Ready? Sorry, I'm not that good. But anyway. Now, how long has your daughter been involved in Speedway?
3 years. Yep.
3 years.
3 years she's been coming up here. And she just got a new car. Her father built it himself. Yeah, so she's very good. Good little driver.
Okay, then. And I see you two have a great vantage point. You're real close to the action.
This is our spot and we get it every fortnight.
Okay, then that's very good of you. And I see the way you guys have the security guards around so nobody else can get this spot but you two. Now, is there anybody you want to say hello to?
Just everybody. Hello, everybody. Have a good time up here. And make sure you barrack for Christy.
Okay, then. All right, and yourself?
Just hello to everybody and have a good time.
Okay, then. Well, I think we better cut this now because I'm getting ready to eat some of the food. So we'll catch up with you guys later. And a sausage roll. I tell you what, it's tough doing this job, but somebody's got to do it. I'm here with John, and we're just hanging out. And as you can see, his pit crew is working feverishly. And we're going to ask John about his vehicle and what it's about. How you doing, John?
Hi Wayne, how are you?
Good. Now, if you could tell us a little bit about this.
This is a 320 sprint car. It's ruled by within our club, the 320 division. The cars are only allowed to have maximum 320 cubic inches. And of course, there's other divisions. We're only allowed to have a certain type of diff, etc. So, which makes for good racing because everybody runs with the same gear.
Oh, excellent. Now, how long have you been racing yourself?
I've been racing on and off for the last 10 years in one of these cars.
Okay, and you've enjoyed a bit of success, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, a little bit from time to time.
Okay, then. Now, today in your particular race, how many cars do you think you'll be going up against?
Today, basically, we're just trying out a few different things on the car. We've just recently finished our full racing season, which we race in the summer, and we're basically just come for a bit of a play today. So I think we've only got two other cars here today from different divisions, 360s they are. So we're the underdog because we've only got a 320.
Oh, okay then. But I'm sure with 10 years of experience, I'm sure you'll hold yourself up high. Now, is there any sponsors or anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Andy at A1 Tyres, Vaughan at Star West Roof Tiling, Pat O'Brien Motors, Lee Bucci Wholesale, Thornley Tavern, Kelly Tyres, Southern Springworks, Design Signs, Prestige Earth Moving for all their support this year, and I hope they wish to stay with me for next season.
So is there anyone else you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my crew, Dale, Dave and Red and the girls, Lena and Nikki, for their support this year. We couldn't have done what we've done without them. Thanks very much.
You're very welcome. Good luck, John. Now, thank you to those people from Ellenbrook Speedway. They're always great people, and they do a great job of letting us come into their lives and talk about their fabulous vehicles. And as you can see, this big, beautiful vehicle spinning around me kind of looks like James's head after a big night out, you know, spinning around, reverberating and all that, but you get that. James will be here shortly, and before he gets here, we're going to take a little bit of a break. Now we're in the Ford section, and as you can see, if you want a state-of-the-art vehicle, Ford has one for you as well. Now, let's say you're doing some work out in the yard or doing some work on your car, and you want to watch telly, keep up with the latest footy scores, racing, what have you, you can watch that in your new vehicle. And we'll talk about this car a little bit later. You know, I have a Ford myself, so I can kind of understand where they're coming from. But anyway, we're going to talk to some people who are far more expert in this field than I am, and we'll see how it goes. All right, now I'm here with Fred Mill. He is also the floor manager for this display for Ford. How you doing, Fred?
Fine, thank you.
Now, if you could tell us a little bit about this splendid red vehicle that just came out of my driveway. Oh, just kidding.
This is the 300 Plus, which is the feature of our stand this year. It's a joint venture between Ford and other companies, including AEC, a local producer of engines, and Millards in Melbourne. The concept is a high-performance, supercharged V8 sports vehicle.
Okay, now how fast can this baby get up to?
Oh, I'm not going to make any too big a commitment in that regard, but fast, man. It's quick.
Okay, so we'll break a few speed limits if possible. Now, what do we got on the? What do we got in that engine that it's a lot different than, say, the other engines around the place?
The prime factor is that it's supercharged. It's a V8 supercharged engine, which gives it, actually, the performance capability of the engine is far greater than what it's set up to give at the moment. It has great potential for expansion, not that we want to sell that feature particularly, but it's a very quick engine.
Oh, excellent. Now, how long have you been involved with this?
Oh, personally, I'm only a fringe dweller in regard to the particular vehicle, but I've known of this project for some time now, and it was released at the Melbourne Motor Show, and it was quite an impact. It wasn't expected. It was quite well concealed until the introduction at the Melbourne Motor Show. Okay,
now for a vehicle like this, spacious vehicle, which incidentally would fit very well in my garage, how much would something like this go for?
They're very reasonable. Just think in the terms of 3 figures plus a little bit.
Okay, then. So just whatever your house is, just mortgage it and you got it happening. All right, then. Well, we're going to get a little bit of a closer look and see what else you guys have on display. Now we're going to go to our story on the Tiger Cubs.
Hi everybody, here we are in Vic Park and I'm speaking to Kevin Hooker, who's the coach of the young fellas here. Hi Kevin, how are you?
Good mate, how are you?
Good. Now tell us a bit about these young fellas. These are called the Tigers.
Yep, this is the Tiger Cub program. They had 98 kids try out for 48 positions. Unfortunately, we weren't able to keep them all. We had to turn 50 kids into a different program. These were the 48 that were selected to compete. They're going to go away for a week up into the Darling Range for intensive camp, probably 2 games a day. They're also down here practicing twice a week to get their skills better. And the age group that we targeted was basically 11 through 13-year-olds.
Fantastic. And you had just from this area, from all over?
Pretty much all over the state. We had people coming from Rockingham and almost down in the Mandurah area, but Mandurah is actually going to field their own team. So that always helps out. We also have a team coming down from Geraldton to get some more exposure for baseball up in the country. So we're really looking forward to that. But yeah, people are travelling from all over, up from Joondalup, Wanneroo way, and also as far down as Mandurah and Rockingham.
That's fantastic, considering like we know the Perth Heat of old have kind of disappeared, and now with the Perth Healers, so you also happen to be the head coach.
Yeah, head coach of the Western Healers. Last year we were fortunate enough to win the national championship. We had a really, really good team, good group of guys. No national championship this year. There wasn't anything to compete in. They're gearing it up for next year. Hopefully that can get off the ground. And also they're looking at a permanent field in Perth, over in West Stirling in the Millington Reserve area, and that'd be great for baseball to get that up and running to replace the old Parry Field that obviously isn't around anymore.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, with the demise of, or not necessarily the demise, but the national seems to be kind of up here and there at the moment, but obviously they're getting their act together. But how do you feel that the response to that is down through these ranks?
Yeah, I think it hurts. I think it hurts a little bit, the numbers. What happens there is we're fortunate enough when we had the national competition, it had a lot of media coverage. It was in the newspaper, on all the radio stations, on all the television stations, and that was great. And when kids see something and they can feel like they're a part of something, they want to get involved. What's happening now is that the clubs really have to put in a lot more time and really develop the talent locally. What we've tried to do also is place we've probably placed 12 kids overseas to college or professional baseball in the last 5 months, which is very, very important for us. The young guys have to have something to strive for, and now it's contracts in the US rather than playing in the Australian Baseball League, which isn't around in any sort of force right now.
And it's great to see West Australians. I know we just did a story recently on Paul Delbarello, went over to America and then now in Germany as a kicker for gridiron. And here you're seeing baseball where the young fellas end up going off to America to colleges and stuff like that. So they've got a further extension rather than just local, don't they?
Absolutely. And like we said, the kids need to really see that. They need to see that extension. They need to see the opportunity that the sport's going to go somewhere. Unfortunately, that's where softball has a bit of its breakdown. The kids can make a national team by the time they're 18, and then after they make that national team, there's not much to strive for. Well, baseball still is opening those international doors. Guys have gone up into Taiwan, Japan. Guys are going all the time over the US, some of them signing for around $250,000. So the money's there, the interest is there, but we really need something for the young guys to strive for.
Yeah, I think there was a young fellow in the paper recently on some big bucks over there playing baseball, so good on him.
Yeah, good on him. I wish I could get a slice of that. Yeah, it's great. Good on him.
Don't we all? Now, with these young fellas here, right now we're talking, the group right around us now is all the young guys who want to be pitchers. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is the pitching group. Basically, even if they're not going to end up to be pitchers, they need to know the basic rules. It'll help them when they're base running to know what all the pick-offs, balks, what the intent of all the moves are. They really need to understand that. It helps develop their game not only as a pitcher, but also their knowledge in the field and knowledge on the bases, which is imperative.
And the league that these young fellows will be playing in, who's that?
They're playing in the under-14 competition. Yeah, they'll play in the statewide under-14 competition, but for the winter programs, we've got them called in the Tiger Cub Academy.
Okay, now baseball season has really kind of just about come to an end, the actual normal season, hasn't it?
The normal season just ended on Sunday. Yeah. And yeah, so we're getting into our winter programs right now. Basically, we'll have a winter program for every age group and every skill ability. So, you know, if a kid's a great player or just a social player, it doesn't matter. If he wants to play baseball over the winter, there'll be some sort of clinic, academy, or coaching sessions available for him.
And do you know the number they should call, or where should they call?
The best number to call for information is Baseball WA, which is 9...
we can find it.
383-7735 is a number there that's still going with that. Or they can always check on the Fielder's Choice website, which is www.fielders.net. That always has what's coming up over the winter as far as development programs go.
Okay, is that net.au or anything like that?
3ws.fielders.net.
Okay. Yeah. So go to those sites if you want to see what's going on. And Fielder's Choice obviously have been big sponsors of baseball all over. We just did a story with the Southeast Asian, which you were at. Actually, how did we fare anyway in the end? We weren't there at the very end.
We did really, really well. I think we won every age group, and I think our age groups almost didn't lose a game in the 4 different divisions they were in. It was an outstanding effort by the local talent. You know, the Asian teams were competitive, but we seemed like we had good enough talent to beat them in just about every game we played.
Well, that's something, because traditionally Japan have been extremely strong in baseball, haven't they?
They have been, but then you wonder who they sent over, you know, what kind of their talent that they sent over. You know, I don't pretend to kid ourselves that they probably sent over the best players in their country, but they would have sent over the best competitive side they could get their hands on for sure.
For sure. Well, congratulations to you and the guys here, and obviously we hope they all do well, and who knows, maybe one day these guys will be sending you back a check saying thanks for coaching me. I'm now making $3 or $4 million a year.
That'd be great.
Thanks a lot, Kevin, and all the best to you and your guys.
Thanks for the time.
Well, we want to thank everybody over at the Tiger Cubs. Obviously, I'm getting ready to get into my new Mustang vehicle. Oh, just kidding. No, it's not really. But it is a beautiful vehicle, and unfortunately, it's not mine. Now, we just want to thank everybody for their support, obviously, all the people that have been watching balls and all. And as I came in here, we'll say hello to a guy named Paul, who came up to us and said, yeah, he loves the show, and he's been supporting it, so thanks a lot. Now, I'm getting ready to bid you guys adieu, and we'll have the other guys will take over and show you a lot more cars, so there's a lot more coming, so please stay tuned.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, I've just knocked off and I've just walked in. I'm here in Holden Heaven. I'm speaking to Design. Richard, how you going, mate?
Well, thanks, James. Yourself?
Very well, very well. Would you like to tell me about this piece of machinery?
Yes, the Sandman is a great exercise. It started off as an exercise in developing a panel van over the popular ute that we've developed lately.
Yep.
Then one of the designers was fooling around with some old brochures from the 70s, some Sandman brochures. Started to do a few sketches on a modern take of an old throwback to the 70s. And the concept got some momentum. We decided to bring Mambo into the process, being an icon of the surfing set.
Yeah, for sure.
And they worked with our designers and developed this concept just to showcase what we can do in the design area.
What are some of the features of this panel van here?
Well, basically, it's really about the panel van conversion. The Lyrish colour scheme. Just taking that surfing set into the 90s or 2000s now. You might notice the new technology in terms of video players, DVD operation, some wicked sound system, and a modern take on filling out the rear compartment. Not just a mattress anymore. There's aircraft cabin lighting, all sorts of little knickknacks.
Also, I noticed it's got the Gen 3 in it.
Oh yes, it's got to have the Gen 3. That's mandatory.
Got to go balls and all with the power there. Now, is there a possibility that this will be built, or it's just a iffy at this stage?
Well, much like the Monaro, really, it starts off as a concept vehicle, but if we get the right sort of feedback from the customers, and this is where we showcase these sort of ideas, momentum builds up, and you never know, it could be on the road. That's why we like to canvass these sort of ideas and get people's feedback.
Great. All right. Now, Richard, what about the Ute Star?
Okay, James. Well, Utestar is a similar exercise designed in the design department, and it's taking the recreational side of the utility one step further. As you probably know, our popular ute is very popular, of course, in the trade, but a lot of its time is spent in recreational purposes. So what we've done is we've developed a lift-out sunroof panel that clips out of the roof, stores in this compartment here, which is neatly stowed away.
Looks cool.
It also has a drop-down electric rear glass.
All right.
We've still maintained a reasonable amount of luggage space in the rear, with a long bed length, so you can stick your surfboard, your skis, and we've added a lot of little knick-knack touches like DVD players, and it's also an opportunity to showcase some new finishes and treatments on how to decorate the vehicle.
Now again, this one has a Gen 3 in it, does it?
Absolutely.
And again, is it, I suppose, it depends on what people think of it, whether manufacturer or not? Or?
Yes, it falls into the same class as we just spoke about, the Monaro and the Sandman. This is totally feasible. Everything we do, we like to make feasible so that we don't tease the public. We like to show them something that we can do. And if we get the right feedback, we like to convince our marketing department that it's well worth doing.
For sure. And what about the Monaro? Is that coming out at the end of this year?
Yes, it is. It's on schedule for the end of the year. That's well publicised now. And next show, look out for it.
Yeah, that should be huge. You've been with Holden now for 13 years. What kind of things have you helped design?
Well, I came in on the tail end of VN, and I've had a hand in just about every model of Commodore and Statesman in a small way or a big way since then. These days we're looking to the future. We normally work about 5 years ahead.
Oh, really?
So right now we're looking for a model for the mid-2000s now.
Okay.
And that's what we're working on as we speak.
Okay, and what about the Sandman? How long did that take to get together?
Well, Sandman probably took about a few months of solid work. Now, normally it takes a lot longer to develop a vehicle. That being a one-off, it took about a few months of solid work, but generally cars take years to develop.
Yeah, that's right. Now, with the design team, is it like a whole board of you that get together and you think, oh, this will go good here, and you change all around, or how does that work?
Well, pardon me, there's about 9 designers in total, but about 60 people in our department. That's comprised of colour and trim people, clay modelers, and our technical support people, very important to make sure the cars work. Collectively, we come up with concepts. We work very closely with our marketing department, engineering, to produce a feasible and saleable vehicle. It takes a lot of negotiation to and from. There's a lot of people involved in the process.
And with your job, are you based in Melbourne, or do you get to go all around the world and check out different cars?
Yes, we're based in Melbourne. Our head office is in Melbourne. Our manufacturing plant is in South Australia. But we get to rotate a bit. I've spent some time overseas and touring around. We like to come to these shows to speak to the public ourselves. We don't have just salesmen on our stands.
No, that's great.
We have designers and engineers. Talk to the people directly.
That's great. So that way I suppose you get the direct feedback from the public when they think, oh, that Sandman looks wicked, or geez, that's a cool car. So you get a general feeling around the country. Is that how it works?
That's exactly how it works. Not just for show cars, even our cars that are in production right now. They've got little niggling problems. We get the feedback straight from the customer.
That's the way to go. That's great. What about the wheels on this thing? What kind of wheels are you running?
These run 19-inch wheels.
Yeah.
Not much rubber left there.
No.
Or I should say not much air left there.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
Yeah, for sure, like on the Sandman. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. I love Holdens, as everyone knows.
That's what I like to
and hope it all goes well in the future.
Thanks very much, James.
Thank you. All right, now we're going to go to a story which one of our old reporters is in ZANE with girls soccer, so check it out.
What's happening here?
Well, at the moment we've got Ballajura, they're playing Curtin and it's 2-2 at the moment. Curtin went 2 up and then just before half time Queen's Park and Ballajura have equalised and brought it to 2 each and almost another goal.
It's fantastic. I noticed the crowd's really behind it. You got quite a good crowd here. We tried to get him in, but with the lighting and all that stuff. But a good crowd following it, and a lot of cheering and yahooing going on, trying to keep the game going.
Very big support. We're very grateful to all the teams that have been in it over the last few weeks. Heaps of supporters coming down, parents, family. It's been pleasant every weekend that we've had it. It's been a great success on behalf of the teams, and unfortunately not all the teams can be in finals, as you know, but these two teams are enjoying it. They're having a real good go at one another, and they're very well coached teams, and two teams that we're expecting to see highlighted this year in the normal season.
Yeah, I know about that thing about the teams not always making it to the finals. How you going? G'day to the Perth Broncos, gridiron team. Now tell us, George, is this the first time the Women's Night Series has been going?
Oh, no. This is my third year with them, but they've been going actually for about 6.
Okay.
My involvement started 3 years ago.
Right.
I was asked to participate in the night series, and from there it just progressed onto the committee for women's soccer, vice president, now president for the next 2 years, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's really getting big in WA, women's soccer. So all I can say is if there's any young kids out there who's never tried it, come and give it a go. You'll thoroughly enjoy it.
For sure. Now, what areas is this played in? Is it like all over the place? Are the teams from all over the metro area?
Yes, they are. Yes, from Armadale right through to
Mandurah. We've got teams in Mandurah, Rockingham. We've got teams as far south as even in Bunbury teams are playing, and I believe we've got teams in Karratha and Broome as well.
Fantastic.
So
now I'm told your old team is actually in the finals of the A grade. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a team I used to coach 2 seasons back, and I'm glad to see they've made it to the final, and I'll be shouting for them.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and who's actually in the finals of the A grade?
Of the A grade, it's Murdoch and the Sterling Reds from Balcatta.
Fantastic. Now, other women out there, and thanks very much for your response too. We have been calling for women's sports, and keep those coming in. We've got a whole heap of them coming in, and it's good that you've responded, and this way you get your sport shown on the television. Now, tell us if this is obviously this is the end tonight. When does this all start again?
Well, the normal season as such kicks off on the 8th of April, the league, and then we have an Easter break, and then straight after Easter weekend, it's every Sunday all the way through till mid-October.
And that's the day series though, isn't it?
Yes, that's the Sunday league season, and there's also the cup rounds that follow in between that.
So obviously we're at the end of the night series. This will begin next year. When does this begin?
It normally begins at the beginning of February, and we go all the way through till about mid-March, end of March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, George, is there one number, as a number that the girls can ring, whether they want to be in the new upcoming day series as well as the winter series?
Yes, there is. If they wanted to get in touch with myself, if they give me a ring on 92473969, I can take the particulars, pass it on to the appropriate person, and they will get back in touch with them. Fantastic. And then take it from there.
There's also a publicity number, which is 9458 3850 or 0407 387 269.
We always tell you on Balls, and I'll get your pens and papers out. You'll see it on the screen. Is there also a web page that you might know of that they can go to? www.soccer?
I think I'm not too sure of it, but I know it's www.swsa.ola.com.au.
Okay.
And that's one of our sponsors, by the way, and the OLA insurance people, and they help us with a web page and keep our results up every Sunday night when the leagues are finished for the Sunday afternoon.
Okay,
it's always up there, and also whatever information we've got throughout the season, we put it up on that page, and hopefully people will follow and read, and all age groups are welcome. We've got 2 new age groups into our women's soccer this year, an under 14 division, and we've got 10 teams already in that. And we've got the under 17 group, which has got under 17s as well as the 15 age group, and that's just exploding with the young kids, and they just want to play soccer. So we've opened up to those 2 divisions to them. And by the way, women in their late 30s and 40s are playing soccer, so don't think that you can't play soccer. You can always start in your 30s.
No, be active, as I always say. Don't do it, but I say it. Now, obviously, the big burst in soccer has really come with the mighty Perth Glory, Go the Glory. Doing so well. Do you feel that's really helped your sport?
Since they started, yes, there's been a big interest in girls soccer. A lot of women and young girls, mums and even grandmoms go down to the games and watch them, and they're just so interested and keen that we've actually picked up a lot of teams which have developed through that, because they want to start, and then they found their local clubs, and before you know it, you've got more teams wanting to play soccer. And all we ask is that teams, and they just have 13 players, and they can form a team and join us. Or if they're single girls or 2 or 3 girls in a group, just give us a ring on that number and we'll point them into their nearest club, whatever area they live in.
Fantastic. And just while I'm with you, of course, we're talking about Scotland and we're talking about soccer. Who's your favourite team?
Celtic.
The Celtic, okay.
Yes, they're at the moment the best team in Scotland. I would actually say that they could take on Manchester United, and I think they'd beat them. I think they'd beat them.
And what about, let's go through history, not trying to sound like the British Soccer Show, which is on Access 31, and they have live updates on Sunday night. But tell us, who in history, who's your hero of soccer?
Oh, now you've got me. Way back to the old days with the Lisbon Lions, when we had Gemmell, Johnson, Collins, Evans. That's very, very hard. Yeah. Today, at the moment, Henrik Larsson. He would have to be the king of Glasgow.
Fantastic. Well, thanks very much for talking to us. Thanks for talking to us. Go the Glory, as we always say. And don't forget, girls, give that number a call. Get involved. Have a bit of fun with the soccer coming up. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks to everyone there at the women's soccer. Really good to catch up with ZANE. And don't forget, girls, your sports and leisure show as well. So make sure you get in touch with us here on Balls and All. Now, James, it was really good having a chat with Richard from design of the Holden.
It was absolutely awesome, Moose. I never knew that so much work really went into designing. Even though the panel van was a quick one, they said they only knocked it out in 4 months, but he said it takes 5 years really to design the new shape. So they're working on the moment right now for the 2005 Commodore.
And the paint work designed by Mambo. I think that's Peter Garrett's company, actually, from Midnight Oil. And you can see here we are inside the big Superdome, and we're right here in Nissan. We've got Mazda behind, Citroen, Chrysler. What do we got? Daewoo, Chrysler, again, Subaru, Renault. We got all kinds of
Ferrari.
And Ferrari, that's parked outside with my nameplate on it.
Balls and All sponsorship, yeah.
It looks a lot like a Toyota Coaster bus, but it is a Ferrari. I wouldn't lie to you.
It is red, so...
It's red at the moment, until it gets painted, by the way. G'day, Pete, and all the boys from Whittington Racing. And, okay, we're going to be taking a break. We'll be back, and we'll be chatting with someone else here at the Big Motor Show. We'll see you after this break. Hi everybody, it's welcome back, and I'm talking here to Chris Brown. Hi Chris, how are you?
Good, thank you. Good.
And of course you're from the mighty Mitsubishi team, and we've spoke to there's the 3 pinnacle main motor industry here. We've spoke to the other 2, and we're talking about this magnificent piece of machinery right here behind me. And if you look at it really close, you won't believe all the different colors it goes. What's the deal with this?
Well, it's technology's been around a little while, but it's a production number that we've introduced just for the show. It's been through Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, and we did do it in the factory. as a measure to see what the public response was, and response has been good.
Fantastic.
And we could have it introduced during later this year as a production number.
And what would be the biggest advantage of this model over the newer ones that you've already got out at the moment? What are we looking at as far as technology, or is it just comfort? What would it be? Obviously the paint job's fantastic.
The paint job's fantastic. We've had the comments that if there's a hit and run sometime, then the policemen are going to get confused about what colour the car was. But
a little bit like the sergeant on The Simpsons. It was a red, a blue, a green.
That's it. That's the one. But comfort-wise, it's been specially built with the 17-inch wheels, low-profile tyres, got a unique sports pack feature, and as I say, from the reaction of the crowd, it certainly looks like we could have an introduction later on in the year.
And very roomy inside, I notice as well. Even big fat blokes like me can fit in it quite comfortably.
Yeah, we can accommodate that quite well. Yep.
And now we see a lot of the cars now are going to the bigger rims and lower profile on the tires. What's the main reason for that?
Well, again, it's just mainly to do with the cosmetics of the vehicle. If you can fill the wheel arch more with tyre and wheel, it's better than having the spaces there. So you go to a bigger wheel, you go to a smaller profile tyre to keep the same diameter.
Yeah, and it's nothing to do with guys that like burning rubber or anything, is it?
No. Although, having said that, if you go to a wider tyre, the safety for tyres is the more rubber you can put on the road at any given time, the safer it is. So, of course, if you've got a good wide tyre, you've got more rubber on the road, it's going to be safer.
Just talking about burning rubber, g'day to Chad and Brett. And now, what about mechanic, engine-wise and whatever? What's innovative here?
Well, we've got the 3.5 litre multi-point fuel injected engine.
Oh, right.
It's been with us for a while now, and it's proven, and very economical.
And I noticed too, with the Mitsubishi, you pack a lot of comfort and a lot of room inside, but also you don't really broaden the width of the cars a whole lot either. You like to keep to the slim line?
Yeah, well, it's obviously been brought about by front-wheel drive. You haven't got the intrusion of a transmission tunnel, and you can get so much more space within. And we don't want to be bulky on the outside, but plenty of spacious room inside.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations to Mitsubishi once again.
Thank you very much.
And that paint job's fantastic. I got a bus that looked great. The beauty of this too is if you're having like a disagreement at work with which footy team you go with, you line them up like here we're going for the Glory, you might be going for the Eagles, who knows what it might be for.
But the other thing is, of course, that with the multicolours you can't get sick of any one colour, can you?
That's right. When someone rings up when you might be selling it, you say, oh, what colour do you want it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Blue,
all the
green,
best.
or yellow.
Thanks a lot. Okay, now we're going to go over to Belmont. If you remember a while back, James spoke to a young group putting a band together, and we caught them just at the end, unfortunately, of their act. So let's go and have a look at that. Yeah, g'day everyone, here at Belmont, and I'm talking to Slipknot. Of course, they've flown all the way from America to have a bit of a play with the gang here. Of course, I'm lying, which is unknown for me to do, and I'll get your name.
Mark.
Mark, how you going, Mark?
Yeah, not too bad.
Tell us the meaning of life, Mark.
Smoke.
Is what?
Smoke and drink.
Okay. And skate. Skate forever, eh? And hiding in the back here, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael, how you going, mate?
All right.
Get out of here. He's not even part of the band, but he came in to say g'day. Thanks, Michael. Your name?
Daniel.
Daniel? What are you doing here?
Carl.
Carl?
Marcelo. Patrick.
Who is this kid?
He's a singer.
Michael.
He's a singer.
He's our singer, is he? So you're going to be like Michael Jackson, start when you're young and be rich and famous when you're old?
Maybe not like Michael Jackson, but yeah.
Well, he's got lots of money anyway. And did I get you, sorry?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Michael.
And girls, he is available, girls. He is available.
Yeah, I'm George.
Gorgeous George.
Guitar.
Okay, now what's the name of the band really? Timid.
Timmy. It is not. It's really Timmy.
Timmy. Okay, how long you been playing?
About a year.
Having a good time with it?
Yeah, all right.
Is this your first gig?
Kind of, yeah. Like with like these guys it is, yeah.
Have you actually got a CD out, have you?
Yeah, with another band, yeah.
Okay, cool. There you go, Wayne Simmons. You got competition right here. What's the name of the song?
What one? This one we played now today?
No, you're a CD. Let's talk CD.
I'm not sure what the name of the CD is. I think it's. I seriously don't know.
The name of the CD is SMP, if you're wondering, and it's available now at all the best record and CD shops. And how long have you been going with this?
I've been playing guitar for about a year and a half, yeah.
Really?
So it's good fun, loving it.
And you're with the, you guys are really all with the music group that we spoke to recently on the show?
Yeah, that was pretty good fun.
And what's the teacher like? A bit of a pain or a real good guy?
Pain in the ass.
Pain is it? Yeah. That's Ron, yeah. Ron's a good guy, is he?
Ron's the good guy.
Oh, okay. And how about you? What's your role in the band?
I just sang today. I was here about 2 days, but I've been told for about 2 days. But before that, I was just a groupie that liked hanging out with the band, and sleeping with them.
And who influences you besides Wayne Simmons?
Channel 31. All the bands that are on Channel 31, basically. Yeah.
And have you heard my singing in the commercial for the Gero Junction? I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that, I came down today because I just thought, I want to be like that.
So, tough stuff. All right. Thanks, guys. All the best. Now, if someone wants to book you, because I reckon they should be booked, you hear that, policeman? And was there a number they can call you, or can they call you at the school? What's the deal there?
At the school.
I like how they all pointed you out.
Yeah. At the youth co-op in Belmont. Just call for us.
9479. Let's talk to Ron. He's hiding in the back here. He's always hiding. Hey, Ron, how you going?
Good, boss. 9479-4420.
There you go. And give Ron a call, and he'll hook you up with this band.
Thanks a lot to the band and great seniors. And I'm going to try and get some of these Honda people here. How are you doing?
All
right, she doesn't want to talk. What are you? Hey, would you like to tell me about this green machine, mate?
I don't know anything about it, mate, unfortunately.
I'm
very economical.
Trying to help you get some business here at Honda. Well, I'd like to say, Action Man, there's a salesman. We found one. What do you think, son? What's it got in it?
It's got a 3-litre hybrid engine, which means it runs on 3 litres of fuel for 100k. What that means, when you're stopped, the electricity kicks in, and judging from this brochure I'm reading, it's 56 kilowatts, which ain't much at all. So,
yeah. So she's a goer.
Very slow goer, but still.
Well, I think you deserve a job at Honda, son, because you've sold me.
Hey, nice car.
Nice colour, and it says it took only 1 tank of petrol from Brisbane to Melbourne, so it is a good thing for the future. And there's a back thing on it too, Moose just said. Well, we're going to go to a story, the BMX at Belmont, so take a look at this story.
All right, well, here we are in Belmont. We're just about to witness a bunch of young guys doing some jumps, but we got a bunch of judges here. I can just get your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, where are you from?
Craigie.
Craigie? You judging today?
No.
Oh, I'm judging. Well, he's not judging. Who's judging here? Just get your name?
Ryan.
Ryan as well?
Yep.
And where are you from?
Ellenbrook.
Ellenbrook? Let's come over here. Let's get the other judge.
Big H.
And where are you from?
Ocean Reef.
From all over the place. And the other judge right here?
I'm not judging.
No, he's not judging. But he would have judged if he wanted to judge, but he doesn't want to judge, so that's what's going to happen. And they're ready to go, ready to kick off, so we're going to have a look at some bike jumping.
Okay, final call going out to all the boys. Ladies and gents, we'd love to see some.
Oh, yeah.
Boys are now warming up. Boys will be racing over 4 rounds here. 4 rounds. 8 jumps would not be possible without some sponsors. Ready? Well, my grandmother can do better than that, and she's good. Here comes the train of the pros. Here it comes. comes. Superman sneak grab comes. No footer over the first. No footer. No footer can. Heels it up. Here he comes, make some noise. Fast speed one-hander. No. Fast speed. There's a 20 for you, and a 360. Hey! Here we go, last jump. 360. He's out to perform. Here he goes. Hey, get. Superman. Taylor Williams, what's up? Expo. He enters the drag strip, out to the jump. Away he goes!
All right, here I am. I'm having a chat with some of the competitors doing a bit of bike jumping, BMX jumping, and your name?
John Orkham.
How long have you been doing this?
About 3 years.
And having a good time with it?
Yeah.
And anyone you want to thank has helped you along the way?
Oh, Shannon for running the comp, helping us all out, and that's about all.
And Mum and Dad, of course.
Yeah.
And your name?
Chris Wright.
Chris, how long have you been doing this?
About 4 years.
Yeah. Obviously with Guildford Cycles. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Destry. Hi, Destry. And obviously you want to thank Destry for helping you out?
I thank Destry and my mum and dad for helping me along the way.
Cool. And what inspires you to get into this?
Big tricks.
Big tricks.
And big air.
What about the Crusty Demon Boys?
They're awesome.
Yeah. All right, and your name?
Tim De Bruyne.
Tim, now you obviously with Destry there with the Guildford Cycles. How long have you been doing this?
About 2 years.
Yeah. And what inspires you?
Just good doing big tricks.
Just having fun.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks a lot. And your name?
Michael Chinotta.
Now you're with Destry as well. He's looking after all you guys, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good bloke. Good bloke.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, dirt jumping from about the start of this year. You know, just mucking around in the backyard. Just build a couple of jumps and just practice.
Having a bit of fun?
Yeah.
Now, is there something, one big jump that you're still aiming to do?
Yeah, the 360 tail whip I've been trying it the last couple of weeks at the Speedway down at Kwinana.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of demos down there and just trying to pull it. It's a real hard trick, and like most of the pros can do it, so just trying to nail that before the X Games in Sydney.
Oh, you're going to the X Games, are you?
Yeah, tryouts, see how we go there, and then maybe head over to Sydney, compete against all the top guys in the world.
Cool. Well, I wish you all the best. And your name?
Adam Rag.
Brad, now tell us how long you've been doing this, Brad.
About 2.5 years now.
All right.
Yeah.
Same with you. Is there something in particular you're really aiming to try to get to?
Yeah, probably a double backflip in the next couple of years, yeah.
Double backflip?
Yeah.
I think we've seen a young guy named Kalen. G'day, Kalen. We've caught him at a few BMX. I think when we did the Crusty Demon Boys last year, he did the double backflip.
Yeah, Aaron, who's also riding with us, he tried it as well.
Yeah.
It's a pretty hard trick, but hoping to get there one day.
Excellent. So obviously you want to say g'day to Destry?
Yeah, it's going Destry.
Yeah. Okay, well, wish you guys all the best. Congratulations, and good luck with the X Games.
Thank you very much to all the guys down there at the skate and BMX park. It's been awesome down there, and we'll try and catch up with events like that later on this year too as well. Now, before I get off the screen and Moose gets on, because he takes the full screen up, as you probably noticed, I'm here to advertise that at Brigadoon there's a rodeo coming up, and we've been privileged to give away 10 double passes. So at the end of the show, on Monday night show, there's going to be a number coming out. You'll see it, rodeo passes. The first 10 people to call will get a ticket. So make sure you get onto that real quick, and you'll see us there. You can even buy me a beer if you really want to.
Only Monday night show, though.
Only Monday night show. That's right. You had to have your input. One more time.
Only Monday night show though.
There you go, Action Man. All right, I'm going to get off and so is he, and we're going to put Moose on, so I'll see you soon.
Yeah, big thanks to everyone over at Belmont there with the BMX riding. That's really great. And we want you guys, if you're involved with BMX or even bikes, big hello to Josh Maley and all the gang there. Give us a call at Balls and All. Now here I'm talking to Rob. Hi Rob, how are you?
Good, Moose. How are you?
Good. Now tell us about this 40 grand toy I've got here behind me. What's the deal?
Well, it's not quite 40, 39,990.
Ah, there you go. What a salesman.
But no, this is Honda's latest in touring bikes. The top of the line, replacing our old Goldwing. It's gone to a new 1800cc engine, and yes, all the gizmos you want.
1800cc?
1800cc, slightly more.
Yeah. So you can like put a trailer and tow the whole family behind?
You can do, yes. We just don't have room for a kitchen sink in this one. That's about the only thing we don't have on it.
Well, it's just about got it. Now tell us what it doesn't have on. We see a great passenger seat, and we see all the little compartments and everything. And up here, we'll get Steve to take a video of that. It's amazing. CD, all kinds of stuff there.
Everything you want. It's got a stereo, CB radios, CD players, the whole works. So watch yourself there. But yeah, it's everything you want. Everything you want.
And Honda, you guys are just kind of moved together with the cars. Where were you saying that's all housed?
Well, we've just set up a new dealership down in Melville. First time in Australia. We have motor vehicles and motorcycles on the same premises. Separate showrooms, but yes, it's hoping to lift the image of motorcycling a little bit, and certainly our premises are second to none.
And motorcycles themselves have just become so safe compared to the old days, like my old Norton days and all that kind of stuff. What's the big innovation? Obviously brakes help a hell of a lot.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably the overall reliability of things, but certainly Norton brakes would have been a new invention for them. I don't know whether they've come across them yet or not, but certainly these have got everything. Something like this has got traction control systems, ABS, combined braking systems. But overall, the product, I think the Japanese certainly lifted the image or the quality of product a lot a few years ago when they got into the market.
Kind of like something you'd want to see in a James Bond movie or something with all this gear on it?
Yeah, I don't know whether you'd see him jumping out of a tall building or something on one of these, but certainly he would be cruise the highways in great comfort.
And you're a rider yourself?
Yes, occasionally I get out on a bike, yes.
Yeah. One of those things, you work with them all day long, well, you may as well ride one home too now and then.
Yeah, well, it becomes less of a novelty, I guess, being in the industry, but yeah, certainly enjoy getting on a bike and having a ride home every now and then.
Always a novelty, motorbikes, all the best. And if you're a driver in four wheels, remember, winter's coming on, make sure you keep an eye out for the poor buggers. They've only got 2 brakes, remember, you've got 4, and when they hit, it's pretty solid, so look after bikes. And especially if they're bright yellow like this, it's easier to see. Thanks a lot for talking to us, Rob.
Pleasure, Moose.
All right, now, well, everyone, we thank you for watching the show. I got Action Man and James here, and I think we're a bit close. Shift back, if we can move back a bit. Now, Action Man, what do you got there?
We have to plug this Renaper boot.
I bet you thought we weren't going to plug it, eh?
It's good for leathers, jackets, even
All right,
wood.
so we're down to plugging boot polish now, are we?
We are.
Why not? Let's get cheese next. Okay, everyone, we thank you for watching us here. We hope you've enjoyed the quick view we've given you of the motor show here. Don't forget, it's on every year. He's going to eat the boot. He's going to eat the boot. He's going to knock over a motorbike. Thanks for watching, and Wayne had to go a little bit earlier. He's into his basketball, don't forget. Don't forget, we got tons of stories coming up, and we hope you've enjoyed this. And we'll be back next Monday night, 8:30. We're repeated Saturday at 4. Tell everyone, make sure they tune into Access 31, UHF, free to air. And everyone, the name of the show is Balls and All. We'll catch you next Monday. Balls and All would like to thank the following sponsors. We are looking for more people to help us in the producing of this program so we can let others know about your sports and leisure.